Hi, how are you? It's good to see you again. Today we're going to be making an Explorers Sketchbook. We're going to imagine that we're going on a long journey somewhere, maybe somewhere real, maybe somewhere imaginary, and we're going to make our own little logbook, as if while we're travelling we're drawing all the things that we see, the people, the animals, and making maps. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Before we get started, I thought I'd try and show you some pictures from a book that I have on Explorers Sketchbooks. This is Franz Boas, and he went and lived with the Inuit people. So you can see he's drawn a canoe, and here's a pretty cool map that he drew as well. So you could definitely include a map, real or imagined, in your Explorers Sketchbook. Let's just turn the page. And here's some fantastic icebergs, so you could take your journey wherever you wanted. Here's another inspiring page. You can either make up a whole culture, or it might be an interesting time to find about a whole different way that people live in another part of the world. You might want to record some of the different ways that people dress in the land that you visit. A style that works well for this is the pen and ink style of drawing, I think, because you can do a lot of writing and then you can quickly sketch in different pictures of things. So this is my book. It's got a plain cardboard cover, which I made by, I put a piece of cardboard on top of a piece of white A4 paper. I cut around it and then I bent it to make the cover. And inside I have some aged looking paper. Can you see how it's kind of browny? And this would be the title page. I've written A Journey Across the World. And inside I've started drawing a view, little quick view of some mountains, and I've gone on and done a little map. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to make your paper look all brown and old. So I've got paper that I put into a tray so I don't get stuff all over the table, and I've got a tea bag here, and it's an old tea bag that I've let cool down, and I'm just going to dab all over my paper like this. Keep dabbing, keep dabbing, keep dabbing like that. I'm going to turn it over because I want it to be two-sided. Now your paper is going to get pretty soggy, so just sort of keep dabbing and dabbing like that. Try not to make any holes. And when you've got it all covered over, I'm not going to do it all now, you can put it somewhere nice, make sure it doesn't drip on anything, and like lay it out flat on a dry surface, maybe on something plastic, somewhere nice and sunny, and it'll dry out pretty quickly. Okay, so then I'm going to show you. Then here's my one, and as you can see, I gave it a good old scrumple. I scrumpled it right up, and then I spread it out again so that it had a nice old look to it. But I waited until, of course, it was completely dry, otherwise it wouldn't have worked very well. Let's talk about putting our book together now. I've got my brown paper cover, which is already folded, and I put it on top of a sheet of cardboard because I'm going to be using this needle to sew the book together. I'll take my pages. Now, when you make your book, make sure, I'm just going to show you with a plain piece of white paper, that you fold it and put all the pages together before you start writing. Otherwise, your pages will come in the wrong order. So you've got your book. I only got 2 pages in mine, so I expect yours to be hundreds of pages long. Here's the book. I'm making a hole here, and a hole here. This cardboard's there for safety, but also be careful of your fingers. I started in the middle. There's my big knot. And then I come up again, like that, back through the middle, and a bit tricky this bit, back up there. Now if I were you, I'd do this a few times. Make sure you have enough thread before you start. Just go back up through the middle. I've had a few goes at this, so I've made a hole, but that's authentic because it just makes it look like it's been on a long voyage. Flip it over, and we're going to secure it on the back like this by going around and around a few times, and then again, oops, make it a bit loose, and again pick it up, tighten it up, and then tie a knot. Okay, and I'm going to show you that it's now a book. Now let's talk about the cover. How are we going to make it look really old? So what might the cover of a book that's been all around the world look like? It's going to look pretty tatty. So if I were you, I might get my tea bag out again and give the cardboard a bit of a wipe. Try not to make it too soggy. But you could also write journal, or you could write diary. You're going to want to write the date and your name, maybe the name of the place that you're going to. Perhaps this is the first volume. Perhaps you could include the name of the society. Some people have exploration societies. You could make one up. And I hope you go a very, very long way on your journey, and I hope you see some amazing sights. Don't forget to record the animals, the plants, the people, maybe the cities, the different clothes and customs, even the jewellery, and have a wonderful voyage.